Well, getting on with my volley boards. I've put the 19mm tongue and groove sitting flush with the rafters. I'm then going to put the 6mm ply over the top, tack that on both sides. Then I can put the underlay across, the felt, tarp, whatever, and then it's ready for the valley. And that'll be one side done. Now I've got the other side to do. It's taking a while, dilly dilly. Well, it was a bit of a slog. Not an easy task, just fiddly and time consuming, but my valleys are in. I've nailed them on at the top and the rubber apex, if you like, where it terminates at the top. I've got to do the ends, but I've got to cut the actual valleys themselves, so I'll just leave that till I've got a bit more time. The main thing is the in position and all the boarding and everything and etc is sorted underneath, so they just tacked on there. Great, fantastic. I've got a bit of a ladder extender here, so I'll have to cut it back a bit and put one that spans sort of 3 trusses. So yeah, I'm a fair few spars short, so I've got another row to put both sides along the very top. There is an extra one there and possibly one there, so I've got 2 full lengths there. I'll need another 2 to finish that off. Then I need to double lat the bottom ones, and then I need to lat all of that obviously around the window. There's not too much there, to be honest, but enough to be gone on with. Right, I think what I'll do now is I'll put the double lat on at the bottom there, and I can start and put the first row of tiles on. I'll certainly lay them out and see how they're going to go. Dilly dilly. Well, that's me all squared away. I've prepped everything inside, ready for the doors and windows getting fitted tomorrow. Unfortunately, I'm not here. I've cleared everything out the way. I've run an extension cable. Yeah, so it's up and over, so it doesn't get in the way. Down, set out the obligatory coffee and tea and biscuits. Just needs our last to drop some milk on the table tomorrow, so they've got power. Yeah, everything's squared away. Happy days. Little things like that keeps the builders keeping the job right. Yeah, they won't take any shortcuts on out. They'll look after their job, you know what I mean? Always look after your labourers. Anyway, that's it. What I did forget to mention was thanks to everybody who came round and gives a hand to put some tiles up, which was fantastic. So that's put them in a good place for me to then potter on with them once I get the rest of the lats. I've got somebody coming to view my car. He's setting off from Wakefield. As soon as he's been, hopefully he buys it, and then I'm off to Inverness. When I come back, I'll have doors and windows, and that's just amazing. Dilly dilly.
You're gonna get the same stuff.
Well, hello. So yesterday managed to get the rest of the felt on. I need to get up there and put the lats on today, because the wind's picking up. It's going to be about 50 mile an hour winds today. Yeah, so you can see there I've got the felt on blown about nicely. Yeah, so I'll get up there and get them lats on. I've got some wood to put on the verge as well. Yeah, well, basically lats. I'm just going to screw the lats onto the side of the wall there, which will be fine for them because they'll be covered. And I've got the dry verge to put on as well, so you'll see that once it's installed, which will hopefully be today at some point. Other than that, that'll be it till the weekend really, and never know, I might get a bit of tiling done this weekend. Fingers crossed. Alright, have a good weekend all, dilly dilly. Hello guys, as you can see, doing me valley cuts for the tiles, which is coming on slowly but good. Everything's fitting together nicely. I've got one tiny bit to cut for there, but I've got some clips that you put on when you're doing little bits, because obviously you've got nothing to mount it to, so I've got the valley clips for them. Yeah, so it's getting a bit late now, like I'm going to jump in the bath and I will crack on tomorrow. Hoping, well, tomorrow I'll be able to lash on. I'll just get all the way up there, start going all the way back down the other side. Yeah, cool. So it's coming together. Yeah, and for those that haven't seen these dry valleys before, that's all you end up with, just that little ridge sticking out the top. So I can cut the tiles as close as I can to the side of that V, if you like. Makes it a nice neat install, and obviously for a novice like myself who doesn't know how to do lead work or anything else, so yeah, so I'm happy with that. That's it, dilly dilly. Right, as we can see, I've been busy spacing out all the tiles, so I can basically get cracked straight on once I get the first row done, nailed on. You've got to clip the bottom ones as well individually on the new regulations, so I've got them tile clips to put on as well. I've got batten end clips to put on as well for when I do the dry ridge, or the dry verge, sorry. Which they've got to have clips on the end now, so you don't split the batten when you secure the cover on forming the dry verge. So I've put a lat all the way up the side deck, and obviously the roof lat or batten goes up flush with the batten on the side, so it is over the brickwork that's ready to accept the dry verge. I can't use that continuous one, which I thought I could. That's not for my type of roof. It's only for a slate roof or a flat tile roof, not a profile tile like this. So it wasn't a waste of money because I will be able to use them. I'm going to put them on the front of the garage and up on next door's bit there as well, which is obviously my side, I can see, so they will come in handy. They will get used. So also I've been doing the rest of my cuts, so I've nearly completed this one side. In fact, I have completed this one side now. It's great having something to walk on. Yeah, so I know what you meant, Deco, basically using the next tile to then do my cut, which is what I've done all the way up. So you can see now that that's looking pretty tidy. Look even better with all the dust blowing off it, like, but yeah, happy with that. I've got one that's cracked down here, so I'm just going to recut that one. It's just because I haven't got the lat in underneath supporting it, and I've stood on it, and it's obviously to give way, because that's my access point. Right, so things are progressing. All I've got to do now is I've got to continue down the other side but it means I've got to go the opposite way to what you normally would, because I can't start off here and work my way up, otherwise I might be out when I line up with the top tiles. So I'll get my row tiles in where they need to be, and then I'll have to work my way down then, doing the cuts till I get to the bottom, and then when I do the roof properly it'll all tie in, if you know what I mean. So it's going to be a bit more of a chew, that one, but hey ho, dilly dilly. Right, I've sussed out the tile clip as well. Remember when we were doing the roof tiles, I was having an issue trying to work out how these were fitted. Although it's quite a simple clip, my head was scratching a bit. Now I did come up with the idea that because you normally double that, the bottom, that's why they're that long. Because otherwise you'd be like, well, why have they made them that long when they don't sit by the batten? Hence I thought double batten, that's where you put them. However, it's not. You put the clip further up, so where the tile overlaps, so imagine this is my last tile overhanging into the gutter, where your second one overlaps on the top, that's your second mechanical fix. Put it on there, and then you're into the side of the batten. Simple as that. Dilly dilly. Right, this is me the problem I've got, which is a bit difficult to work out. So here we have the roof coming down this way. It ends here, the wall's here. So ultimately it might have a little bit of a fascia board on there. Probably won't put a gutter on, it'll just drop down onto the next bit, which will either be a trough or tiles, depending on. This is the problem I've got here. So take that tile off there. So I've got my roof sloping down here, bit of a wall, and the rest of my roof there. Dry verge ends here, so it's what I do with this bit. So I'm presuming I won't tile all the way up to the wall. There'll be some sort of trough here, which will then allow that to run off and down into a trough, and then your tiles will probably sit back here, I would have thought, and then that one will overlap into the trough. So I think I've basically got to have a trough here. That's a bit above for that, but that's just no good. You can't tile over the top of it because the water will go underneath. You can't put tiles on top of that. Fair enough, that'll run off, but then you can't put one on top of that because the water can run inside and it can get under there. So that was the problem. Yeah, dilly dilly.